What are 3 resources that you'd recommend to folks listening?
Listening?
Yeah. No, for whoever's listening.
Oh, okay.
3 resources.
I think
Books, podcasts, whatever you want.
Correct. So I'm a big books guy, The book that made the most impact on my life was Thinking Fast and Slow. It teaches you how to think about the world. Anti-Fragile by Nassim Taleb. Actually, the Wolf business came because of Anti-Fragile's approach, that if something is fragmented, you want to go a layer below it. These books are all going to be similar, but Behave is a great book about human psychology, how people behave and why they behave this way.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
What's your startup tech stack? How do you run your company day to day? Like go top down, all the tools you use.
We use, something from an engineering side, we use GitHub. That's the main tool. We GitHub projects for the Kanban structure, GitHub for CI/CD deployment, source code. We run pipelines on AWS. So code pipelines on AWS, which then deploys to Beanstalk and a separate instance for ECS. The databases we use is RDS, SQL, which is, we are moving away from it. Most of it is now in DynamoDB, NoSQL. We have a serverless application, which is on AWS again, AWS SAM, all the Lambda functions. So high kind of frequency, volume kind of functions are all on serverless. Yeah, I think there are a few more things I can't remember.
And then what about sales, automation?
Exactly, yeah. So I think Notion is a big thing. Everything our company lives in Notion. Slack, we all use Slack, of course, needless to say that. Notion, Slack, and that's it. Yeah, we don't use...
Slack's introducing their own project management.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I think it should be. It's like A/B testing launching right now, but the sort of like inbuilt to Slack to-do list tasks.
Slack also has Slack AI. I was like, no, thank you, not now. It's too expensive. Yeah.
So I do this segment where I'll ask you a last question.
Yeah.
So I asked a previous guest to give me a question, and then I'll ask you to give me a question for the next guest. So your question is, what's a failure that pushed you to move forward?
That's a great question, man. That's a failure that pushed me. I think I don't have a good answer, but I'm going to give you an answer on this. Every single failure has helped me to push forward. My Wi-Fi network, and something that I live by, is resilience. That, you can knock me down and that's fine, but I'll get back up, right? I have so far never not gotten back up, which is good or bad. In some cases, I'm like, I should have stayed down, like some of the earlier companies. But I think for the most part, I have gotten back up, and every time I get back up, I feel like, oh, I'm in a better place now.
Nice.
So all failures, I think, have helped in different ways.